This is the player's entrance to the centre court at Wimbledon. And here are H.W. Austin and I.H. Wheatcroft coming up. There are certain players for whom the Wimbledon crowd will always fill the stands. And Bunny Austin, as he's affectionately referred to, is one of them. He is a delight to study, and the rhythm of his style is such that it is really a mental rest to look at him. His play demonstrates the value of the orthodox methods of stroke production that we have shown you in the earlier pictures in this series. The ball seems to flow from his racket without effort. This is a high tribute to his game when he finds himself opposed by such a redoubtable adversary as Wheatcroft. Why does his game give us this impression of ease? Because he hits the ball in the right way and gets into the right position to hit it. And now Austin plays some of the most perfect backhand and forehand drives it is possible to see. To anyone who is familiar with Austin's play, this little mannerism of his while waiting to begin is typical. This is his method of serving. Observe it carefully, because he has recently improved it out of all recognition. Notice that he throws the ball up a little above his head, and that therefore the racket strikes the ball in that position. You cannot get so much body into an overhead stroke made with the ball in this position as you could if the ball were hit more in front of the head. These pictures give an impression of a ball being struck accurately but not hard. Austin shows us a form of football. The right leg swings over the baseline before the racket has struck the ball. If you look carefully as he goes on illustrating foot faults, it may help you not to make foot faults yourself. And now look at the forehand drive at its best. Austin's production of the stroke is almost perfect. The ball is struck at arm's length with all the weight of the body behind it. Notice the follow-through that suggests infinity. And look, too, how he strikes the ball at the top of the bound. There is superb poise and balance of the body as impact is made. The racket flies on in the follow-through. Here is Austin's backhand, a stroke produced in perfect style. When he thinks the ball is near enough, he swings his arm back to the hitting position. Indeed, he swings round so far that his back is coming into view. As he swings, the right foot comes to the front, the toe pointing to the left. You can see how he transfers the weight of the body from left foot to right. Observe the follow-through and watch how the wrist turns over at the end so that the palm of the hand is uppermost. His left hand follows the path taken by the handle of his racket to the very end of the follow-through. He always pivots on the hips. Here is Austin volleying. He plays his volley correctly in the orthodox manner we have shown you in earlier films. He has a tight grip on his racket. He takes a short back swing and meets the ball with the weight of the body well forward. The volley needs a short follow-through, and in his volley, Austin hits the ball. The only possible criticism is that some of his volleys might be hit harder. Now you see him making similar shots on the court, and this game gives you an opportunity of looking at the action of the feet and seeing how he transfers his weight from right foot to left. And now the backhand volley. It's just the same as the forehand, but played on the other side of the body. In Austin's case, the follow-through is rather more marked than with many players. And look at this. It's a great advantage to volley on either hand when the ball is at its highest point in flight. And you see Austin doing this as much as he can. The next two shots are aimed at different sides of the court. Now we have the volley actually in use in play. Austin is giving a demonstration for us. You will notice how nippy on your feet you must be if you're to get some of these difficult ones back and still make a good shot of it. The great thing to remember is to keep the ball low over the net. Wheatcroft's footwork is worthy of notice here. He's keeping on the ball of the foot, never permitting his feet to get too wide apart to recover balance. Austin now possesses a decisive smash. His method of making the stroke is best seen in slow motion. Even when he has to jump to smash, the ball is timed to be hit when in a position slightly in advance of his head. The impact is made at the full extent of his arm. The transference of weight from right foot to left begins as the racket meets the ball. The follow-through is carried down past the left hip. Here in court, we can see the footwork that Austin uses to get into position to make the smash. It is impossible to exaggerate the value of good footwork to help you in smashing. Now look at Austin beating Shields of the United States in the Davis Cup match in 1934. He's serving well and keeping Shields glued to the back of the court with a well-directed stream of deep drives to the corners. And that last one had Shields guessing, and Austin wins the game.